getting paid. His name was Saul at this time, but this is talking about Paul, how he came into the truth. Go ahead.
Oh God, verse 13. And midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven above the brightness of the sun.
So he saw a light from heaven above the brightness of the sun, meaning this light was brighter than the sun. Go ahead.
Oh God. Shining round about me and them which journeyed with me.
And it shined around him and the man that journeyed with. Go ahead, you can take a seat. Matter of fact, can you put this up here? We're going to do this first exercise, Numbers 13 and 22. Top number 1. Go ahead and read.
Oh God. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
In the what tongue?
In the Hebrew tongue.
Go ahead. So he heard a voice come out the light. Now, as you know, Paul, he said he was a Roman. He spoke Greek, meaning he dealt with the Romans. He lived like a Roman.
Right.
You know what I mean? He answered basically to the Pharisees who answered to the goddamn Romans. So he said he was a Roman of Tarshish. So he was like a Gentile, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he worked with the Pharisees, so he had to do different things. You know, at that time, we was jammed up anyway. All right? So Paul, he said that he spoke, he said he wrote and spoke Greek. You didn't know Paul wrote and spoke Greek, which is why the New Testament is written in Greek. All right? So now, Paul saying he heard his voice speak to him in a what tongue?
Oh God. In the Hebrew tongue.
Go ahead.
Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
This is Christ speaking to Paul in the Hebrew tongue, saying, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Why you persecuting me? Why the hell are you going to get that? Read on, hold on. I'm about to skip down, read on.
God. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
Meaning it's hard for you to go against me. Huh? Hard to kick against a prick. Why are you persecuting me? This is not what you want to do. It's hard to go against me. Christ wasn't no sucker, man. Christ was a full-out soldier for the Most High. He trying to tell you, like, listen, this thing you trying to do, you ain't going to win. I don't even know why you doing it. But why are you persecuting me anyway? Like what I do? You know what I mean? So that's just to show you that even in Christ, he straight up had died already and risen again. So he up there with the Most High, still speaking Hebrew, letting you know that the Most High speak Hebrew and that the first language on the earth was Hebrew, which is why it came from Ibar, which it came from Adam. So that first language was Hebrew, and it was passed down to Adam, and everybody on the earth was the first language because that's the language the Most High made. That's the language that the Most High speaks. That's what the angels speak. They speak Hebrew. So when we speak this holy tongue, that's why it's called the Lashawan Qadash. Lashawan is tongue. Qadash is holy. Is the holy tongue. Is a separate tongue. Is the tongue that the Most High speaks. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the first lesson. Let me know when you're done. Somebody give me Numbers 13 and 22. Give Trubai by the hand. His Hebrew always on point, man. Even though it's in Assyrian, you know, it's always on point, all right? I try to make my Hebrew, my Assyrian letters look just like the Assyrian that's in the Bible because it make it easier for me to read and see. So if I write it that way, I start to understand it more. I try to make it look just like how it's written in the and it's kind of hard too because that Assyrian is weird as I don't know what, man. But let's do the first exercise, Numbers 13 and 22. All right, somebody get that and read it for me. Boom. Let me know when you got it.
Oh God. The book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 22.
Go ahead.
And they ascended by the south and came into Hebron.
And they did what?
Came unto Hebron.
They ascended by the south and came unto Hebron. Go ahead, read on.
Where Ammon, Shishai, and Talmai, the children of Anak, where now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt.
So now, this is talking about, matter of fact, go up a verse. Go up 2 verses, all right?
Verse 20. And what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not, and be ye of good courage, and bring up the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first ripe grapes. Verse 21.
Meaning the feast of the first fruits. Go ahead.
Verse 21. So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob. As men came to Hamath. Verse 22. And they ascended by the south and came into Hebron and Ammon. So now, let's get the Hebrew. All right? Let's read the Hebrew.
Read the verse again, verse 22, and now we're going to try to pronounce the Hebrew words. We're going to go into it and see what each one is saying, all right? Go ahead.
Book of Numbers, chapter 13, and verse 22. And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron.
And they ascended by the south and came unto Hebron. So, let's try to pronounce these words. The first one is a wow. If you can do this for me, right? Put the ancient under it. Just for time's sake. I mean, so like this for the sake of the class, all right? Then we're gonna do some words in the Hebrew. Do a couple from the lesson. Then we're gonna learn some words in the Hebrew. Time Christ up. All right, so while the brother put that up there real quick, gonna go into it, boom, boom, boom. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna try to pronounce these words. So now, here we go. Get a brother a hand. Go ahead. Yeah, come on. You can take a seat out. So now, let's try to pronounce the words. I'm gonna tell you what each word means after we're done, but get a brother a chance to pronounce it. It's easier to pronounce it this way. Like once it's easier to see in the Hebrew how it's pronounced than in the Assyrian, because in the Assyrian there's no connectors. You don't know what it's saying. Like this right here is a plural connector. So you know that this word is connected to this word. I mean, this letter is connected to this letter. So this is an I, this is a da. Instead of it being I da, it would be I. So I gave you that. Now this one right here is a singular. So all these are singular. So none of these are connected. But then in this case, you got one singular and two connected, right? This one connected to that one. That's connected to that one. Now, in our language, everything is ah, ba, ga, da. You know, you heard the alphabet is up here. Everything has a ah at the end. Ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za. But when it's connected, the I drops off of it. Only got one vowel, and that's I. If you can call it a vowel. That's what the white man calls it, a vowel. I'm just saying that this to kind of use the same term. But I doesn't have a I then. It's not I-ha, or I-a. It's just I. All right? So when they connect it, the I drops off of it. All right? Drops off of whatever it's being connected to. Like this is being connected to that, so the I drops off of it. So go ahead. I went to trooper to young man. Officer Yashama, you got it. Okay. I'll go through it with you, so this is the
Wa, ya, ba, ha.
what?
Ha.
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 There you go. Wa ya ba ah. Wa ya ba ah. is the first word. Go ahead. I gave you this one already.
No.
What's
I
this?
died. I died.
Not I died.
I died.
Nope.
I died.
So if it's not I, so this is an I, this is a dot, so how would it sound if it was connected? I gave it to you. Like you, like the dot really wouldn't be strong because the I drops off at the end.
So like you said,
I. Yeah, like the I is gone, so it's no da, it's just I.
Okay.
Instead of it being I da, it's just I.
Okay.
Without the I at the end of it. All right, so Wayaba I.
That's Ka.
Mm-hmm.
Ba.
No, if I got a ba and a ra, but the I drops off of the ra, then I have
Bar.
like you go to the bar, like bar, or it would be bara. Nope, not kabara. If it's easy, it would be kabara, but this is ka
Bar.
kabar. There you go. This is a y and a na. So instead of it being wana, it would be wan. Like a nigga say, my man wan. Yeah, wan. Or it would be wana. If it had these, the singular connectors. Yeah, wan. Kabar wan. So yaba'a is a word that means come. Like come, enter in. Now this is ba'a. It has a Y in it. But in our language, we write, we speak, we everything is in slang. The Bible written in slang, we talk in slang. That's just black people and Hispanic people. So we write, the way we write is sort of slang. So letters can drop off. In this case, the middle letter dropped off, which was a Y. So you can I can't really get into it right now because I'll take it off of the topic. But the middle letter drops off. So letters can drop off, right? So instead of it being wayabawa'a, it's wayaba'a. Go ahead.
So when you actually write it and like write the letters, you saying the last one with the connector to it, that one letter, you're not gonna write it out like how it is up there?
Meaning, this is how it would be written out, right? Now, if y'all didn't know, Hebrew goes from right to left. The white man's language goes from left to right. So when I write in the right man's language, I'm going to be writing from left to right. But Hebrew goes from right to left. All right, so this one going out. Let's get a new one. So without this connector right here, without this connector, if it was the two singular connectors, it would be I, and then this would be da, right? So in English, it would be spelled I da. I'll put like a little dot here just so you know how to like a dash. I think that might be a little bit better so you can know what I'm saying. I da, right? It would be I da. But since it's connected, it's I. It's I. Because now it's connected, it's no that the I drops off of it at the end. So it's just I, and then it's the dot without the I at the end. So it's I. All right. Let me give you another example too. Like this one, like kabar, right? It's ka dash and then ba. And then you got a ra. Right, I just do this first part. I'll do the second part too. Then you got a wa, and you also have a na. So instead of it being kabara wa na, since they connected, right, the I drops off at the end of the ra. So it was a dash here, and then when it was a ra and a I. But the I dropped off of it, and they connected. So I'm just doing this just to show you trying to use it as an example, right? So it's just bar. It's just bar. And it's the same way with Wana. It's just wine. That's how you would write it. My end jammed up. It's a lot. But it's just kabar. It goes from kaba ra wana just to ka bar one. Kabar one. Just like that. Ka bar one. Because the I drops off on it. Instead of it being ka ba ra wana, it's ka bar one. And it would be the same thing in here. If this was instead of being yaba, it would be ya. Instead of yaba, it would be ya. Go ahead, bro. You had a question?
Yeah, I thought the laws in ancient Hebrew, I thought it was like a hook. I didn't know it was actual L.
Oh yeah. And this is another good thing about the Hebrew. Not another good thing about the Hebrew. Here's another thing about the devil, our oppressor. He stole a lot of the. Everybody pretty much got their language from one language, so we got all the same sounds, la, ba. But the heathens got weird little sounds like e and o and craziness like that. But we don't have none of that. And va, and we don't have no va, none of that silliness. That's what the heathens have, right? But they base it off of the Hebrew. This is a, ba, ga, da. In Hebrew, you got A, B, C, D. And here is A, B, G, D. Basically, like a, ba, ga, da. You got H, A, B, D, G, H, W, Z, T, Y, K, L. Even in the alphabetical white man's language, L, M, N. The same way. La, ba, da, L, M, N. You got S, you got P, T, Q, R. Remember Q, R, S? They got the same thing, Q, R. And then this looks like a W, but it's a Shah. It's a Shah. So we got Sa, we have Shah. And then we actually have Tha, like Tha. We got Ta, we got Tha, Tha. Keep saying Tha, it's Tha. Like a Tha, it's Tha. Like Parasha Tha, right? But it's the same way. A, B, you got D, G, H, W. You know what I mean? It's the same way because, of course, now, and this is what's crazy. Our oppressor stole his language from Japheth. Japheth came up with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like he stole the land, stole the language. You know, whenever he speak a lie, he speak of himself. But the Eskimos, the Hawaiians, the Aborigines, who else? I believe like the Filipinos, they all Japheth, Japhetic tribes. You got Ham, you got Shem, you got Japheth, the sons of Noah. We come out of Shem, the white man comes out of Shem, the East Indians, who else? Chinese and the Japanese, we all come out of Shem. Japheth is the Eskimos, Hawaiians, Aborigines, Filipinos. That's Japheth. Then you got Ham, which is all the Africans. All the different tribes of the Africans. Right. Or different races of the Africans. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, you see how it's like a straight L?
Yeah.
Like, when I be at the crib right here, I do like a hook.
No, it's a straight L. You got another form of Phoenician, right? Which they I forget what the hell they contribute the Phoenician to, but the Phoenician, they call it the Phoenician language, like the Phoenicians, right? So that language is all, remember, it was all of one language, one speech. So everybody wrote their letters a little bit different. So different people will write it different ways, but this all came from Adam. The old language is one language, one speech. Everybody that came out of Adam was still writing. Remember, you got Noah. Like I said, Ham, Shem, and Japheth all writing the same language. The Assyrians, all that came later. Came later on. But this is what Adam had. This is what Adam came up with. So you had different people or different races of people, they will write their language or their letters, so to speak, differently. You know what I mean? That's why you see it with a book. Sometimes you see, I forget, they write the K a little bit different, the Ka, they write that a little bit different. There's a couple they write different, I forget. There's something else they write a little bit different too. I think it's Sa. They write that different, and there's something else they write different. I think it's both of these, I believe. This one I think is still like it, but it's something that they do different. The Ma, they do this a little bit different. Slightly, just like the La is slightly different. I think the Kwa is slightly different, and Ka is a little bit different too as well. And I believe Ta is still there. I believe that's the same too. So it's sort of the same, but they write it a little bit different, so to speak. But that's why you would see that among them, like different forms of what's supposed to be ancient Hebrew. It still is ancient Hebrew, it's ancient Hebrew letters, but it's the way that heathens were writing instead of the way that Israelites wrote it, or not Israelites, so to speak, but the sons of Adam, as we call it in the Bible. Can somebody pull that up for me? Pull up the sons of Adam in the Bible. You might got to type it in or look it up. It's called the sons of Adam. All right. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so now I'm going to break down what we're saying real quick. This is why. Why at the beginning of a root word means and. Like each character, some characters have a word meaning. A lot of the characters have a word meaning also. Like by themselves, and they have a number meaning. Because when Adam made this, he didn't make letters and numbers. Whatever he numbered each letter. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 500, I think 1,000, right? No, 100, 200, and 500. Go ahead.
So which one for sons of Adam? Like the actual sons of Adam, or the scripture that talks about how he separated the sons of Adam?
This can be anyone that says sons of Adam. That's all we really need. Any one of them that say it. It talks about the sons of Adam. It's talking about the people that get contributed to Adam's descendants. As y'all know about Abraham and Isaac, right? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right? Abraham had a son, had tons of sons. He had Ishmael, Isaac, all the sons of Keturah, he had Midian, a few other sons. He had like 6 sons altogether.
Okay, I think.
Go ahead.
If I may, Luke chapter 38, Luke chapter 3, verse 38.
Yeah, give me anyone. Okay. Sons of
Which was the son of Adam?
You gotta let them know, everybody know where you at.
Luke chapter
3, verse 38, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam.
So this is breaking down the lineage. Go to another scripture. This is breaking down the lineage to where it says sons of Adam. Not son of Adam, but sons of Adam. Go ahead.
Book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 25.
There we go.
And Adam knew his wife again.
Go ahead.
And she bare a son, and called his name Seth.
Go ahead.
For God said, she hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew.
So y'all know about Cain slaying Abel. You know that? You want to know where he at? Say it again.
I would say he's sons.
Right. I thought that's what they did. Yeah. You got it?
Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
Now, here we go. The young man had to put y'all on game. What y'all doing? Y'all didn't go to camp. It's tired, man. Y'all didn't battling and going to camp. So you got to raise your hand too, y'all smart. So here we go. When the Lord divided to the nation, look, the trooper, he like, how the hell I let him get me?
I was holding it.
Oh, you was holding it?
I was holding it.
Oh, no sweat. So when the Lord divided to the nations, meaning the races, their inheritance. Go ahead.
God. when he separated the sons of Adam.
Now he separated the sons of Adam. Of course, the Lord gave this people a land, that people a land, or this race a land, that race a land. But he separated the sons of Adam. The sons of Adam are the people that are contributed to Adam's inheritance. You know, it goes to the firstborn son, then his firstborn son, then his firstborn son, then his firstborn son, unless the son does something unworthy of his inheritance. And then then the father can choose whoever he wants, and it'll be the Lord choosing a new nation. Just give me not reckoning to the birthright. Yeah, give me, but the birthright is Joseph's. Type in birthright Joseph's, right? Because now what I'm about to do now is I'm going to the scripture where you're going to learn that the birthright from Israel went to Reuben. But Reuben slept with his father's concubine, one of his father's ribs. You know, a man had brought on one wife. Sometimes you get a ton of wives. This is how the Lord bless you. Get a couple, too many. Goddamn. Type in, if you can speak it into your phone, type in not reckoning to the birthright. You can't.
Which one, sir? First Chronicles.
Here we go. Here we First Chronicles 5 and 1. That's it.
The book of First Chronicles, chapter 5, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was the firstborn, but for as much as he defiled.
Let the brothers get with you real quick. Lucky, everybody out there on Facebook, everybody out there on YouTube that's checking us out. But we going down right now. We just breaking down what it means to be the son of a person, or to get a man's inheritance, how you get his inheritance, and why, and what this has to do with the Hebrew is our language was passed down to us from Eber, from Shem, from Noah, from Adam. Now we got it from our bloodline, from our forefathers getting the inheritance of their father and their forefathers. So now we are called what? Hebrew Israelites. We the ones that's contributed as a Hebrew. The Chinese man is a Hebrew. The white man is a Hebrew. The Arabs are Hebrews. The Japanese are Hebrews. A lot of them cats over in Damascus, they all Hebrews. They all come out of Eber. They all descendants of Eber. But they are not contributed to them because they didn't get the inheritance. Israelites got it. We got it. So now we know as Hebrew. We know for the sons of Adam. Back in the day, we would be called the sons of Adam, which is what we about to prove. We still in Deuteronomy, right? Now, read what you got right here. You can still go back to Deuteronomy. Let's pull this. Here, go ahead.
For as much as he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given unto the sons of Joseph, the sons of Israel.
Tomorrow, so you can move around and do whatever you got to do.